Alright, DW Gaming here with a new Dead by Daylight video. Took a few days off, might still, depending on how things go, might still do some sporadic commentary, but probably not too regularly. I haven't really played this game very much. You know, every now and then, but it's not like it was in the past where I play it pretty much almost non-stop. It's just gotten to be much too frustrating. The major issue is with Killer, you get a good team, the gens go way too fast. You pretty much have no input whatsoever. And playing Survivor is just boring. It doesn't really make for entertaining videos, that's for sure. Unless you are going against like baby killers who you can run around for like 5 gens. I mean, that's not going to happen at my level. So it's just doesn't make for good videos, that's for sure. I figure I might as well use Blight. I might as well become as best as I can with Blight because they are nerfing a lot of gen defense once again in the next update. There's really no reason to play any of the lower tier killers. You'll just find yourself in a frustrating and miserable experience if you do. So I mean, might as well just play Blight and like tunnel at 5 gens. I see no reason not to play a high tier killer and just play as sweaty as possible, just to make sure I can get someone out. It really, oh, she has Lithe, yeah. Really doesn't pay to play any of the lower tier killers. So yeah, it's come down to this. I mean, just high tier all the time. I'm really sick and tired of everything that behavior has given these survivors in terms of base kit mechanics that used to be perks. And as I said, they're just gutting gen defense once again for no reason. I might give Bubba a try when I see his changes go live, just to see how he feels. I've seen the new killer, Vecna, the new Dungeons and Dragons survivors, and the new killer. It doesn't look at all interesting to me. I used to play Dungeons and Dragons when I was younger, and I tried a little bit of the Dungeons and Dragons online game, and from the trailer it looked like it was a beholder behind like a cage or something. I was like, oh, that'd be interesting if we can actually play as a beholder, but no, it has to be this off the shelf boring looking skeleton dude. Really, I have no interest playing. I've seen gameplay. He's pretty much in the in contention for one of the weakest killers in the game. If his changes, if his base mechanics aren't changed, he'll be weaker than a lot of the other killers in the game. He seems overly complicated, and his abilities don't actually. Did she just 4%? It doesn't matter anymore. Tunnels. They finished a gen. They aren't allowed to do that. Good. That makes me nothing but happy when you do that. Sometimes survivors get a taste of their own medicine. They don't like going against killers with slowdown or certain killers. Well, too bad. I don't like being gen rushed. But yeah, the newest killer is just looks incredibly boring. He has 4 different abilities you can use in the chase. Unfortunately, none of which actually are able to provide any kind of meaningful anti-loop ability. It seems like, from what I've seen, like I've watched True Talent's latest videos regarding the new killer, and he can't get survivors at loops even when he uses the killer's ability. So I'm wondering why are they even in the game? I mean, leave it to these developers though to make another killer super safe for survivors. That's pretty much the calling card of behavior nowadays. They don't make any strong killers anymore. Like, even the unknown, you can say, well, the unknown's strong. You have to... Nemesis has better anti-loop than the unknown, which should tell you something. Because at least with Nemesis, you know, they have a limited number of... The bot just did that. The bot just head on me. Okay. Well, the bot is done. So yeah, the it's like, that's reflex. I don't know why I smacked a bot. It's force of habit. Yeah, I mean, Nemesis, his tentacle is better than what the unknown does with his, whatever that stupid thing is, the UVX. So, no, he's not strong. I mean, the best thing unknown has going for him is his teleport, and that's pretty random. So you can't always rely on that. But yeah, I might as well just stick with the higher tier killers. I mean, that's what behavior's saying with these nerfs to gen defense and everything else. Because that only hurts the lower tier killers. I mean, it's getting to the point where I might as well just run 4 slowdowns on Blight. Okay, do they have... Is this a Swift? 2 of them are running head-on for some reason. Although the other one rage quit, so I don't know. Okay, one more and I get I get full Grim Embrace for, was it 40 seconds? Oh, come on. Okay, either you mistimed it or you don't have it back yet. I'm willing to bet you don't have it back. Yeah, I was going to say, that's her first hook, so you better lock up all the gens. So apparently they released a Year 9 roadmap as well. They are releasing content at a feverish pace, and as before, I don't like that, because for the most part they usually end up screwing up their own game in some way. There'll be new bugs introduced. But after this new D&D chapter drops in, I think it's the beginning of June, there's another licensed survivor coming in July, and that's just what this game needs, is another survivor with more broken survivor perks that make gens go even faster. And then in August, we're getting a Castlevania chapter with a new licensed survivor and a new licensed killer. Apparently it's Dracula. And, big deal. It's like it seems to me like they're trying to tick all the boxes when it comes to introducing licensed killers, and it's just, to me, I am not enthusiastic about it at all. As I said with the D&D chapter, I would prefer if they had like a beholder be the killer. Another YouTuber mentioned that he was hoping for Lolth, the Spider Queen, which is like a half drow elf, half spider monster. That would have been interesting, but instead we just get this undead looking guy who, like I said, looked like he just came off a shelf. He's so bland looking, and his abilities just aren't anything to speak of at all. So it's just, more uninspiring, boring killers from this company. I don't know. I've never even heard of Vecna before, except with the I guess they named a character Vecna in Stranger Things. I don't really watch that show. But yeah, totally not interested in the newest killer. And if they don't improve him, I will definitely not be interested in using him. I don't know, I might not even buy him. I mean, everything coming in the next couple months is going to be licensed, which is not good. I save up iridescent shards. I save them up for a reason, and it seems like they're pushing license after license after license. I mean, it's obvious they want money, but still, I mean, come on, give us a break. And then the killers aren't even good. They're not even worth playing. It's like Chucky. The latest license so far in the game was Chucky, and I don't play him at all. They really fumbled the ball when it came to designing that killer. He should at least be 115. There's no reason for him to be 110. And especially with the nerf to Scamper, there's absolutely no reason he should be a 110 killer. He's a chase-oriented killer. I don't care if he has a reduced hitbox. I don't care if he has stealth ability. Pig has stealth ability, and she's 115. Doesn't matter. He has no map control ability whatsoever. I mean, why play Chucky when you can play this killer, Blight, who pretty much dominates every game. If you're good with Blight, every game you're going to play with him, he's going to dominate. So there's no reason to play a licensed killer like Chucky that you would think they would want to make strong, because the only way to get that killer is by spending real money. Where Instead, you can play this killer, an original killer that you can buy with iridescent shards, who's 1,000 times better than Chucky. It just makes no sense. Yeah, you don't get that time. I was with these people. Survivor players. I gotta try for another head on. Yeah. Well, you all died. Fitting outcome. Yeah, so I'm just going to play this guy. I mean, might as well. Might as well play the strongest killer, since Behavior's just given a giant middle finger to all the lower tier killers with the upcoming changes. So apparently the Yellow Mori offering is becoming base kit soon, which will be nice, especially if there are no available hooks in the area where you down a survivor. Can't wait for that.